So, Saru's going through kind of a hard time here, and I had a little trouble with this as well, because I thought the really interesting thing about the Kelpians is they were a race of cowards. And I thought it was going to be interesting to have a character on the bridge who was always afraid. Like, they'd be like C-3PO, like, as a bridge officer. And
yeah, but I can't imagine, like, I think that cowardness is played up a little bit more than maybe it is in actuality, because I can't imagine that a complete coward, like they're always described, is going to make it far enough in Starfleet to be a bridge officer. Maybe, but then again, they're not necessarily a military organization, even though we see them performing militaristic roles all the time. Maybe that's it. But otherwise, if their cowardness is really as bad as they always say it is, I find it, and I've never thought about that until you just said that, but I find it hard to believe that he'd have made it all the way to a bridge officer being like that all the time.
Of course there'd be a certain amount of that, because we see time and time again, especially with the captains and regular bridge crew, that, courage is an absolute requirement for the job. Sometimes even blind courage, where you're like, okay, well, this is either going to work or we're all going to die, so everybody just kind of, hold on.
Well, isn't that kind of Kirk's thing?
No, it's not chess. It's going to be poker, except this kind of poker where we blow up at the end if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's kind of like, this is the very thing that makes me who I am, and it's gone. I'm no longer a giant coward, and, I don't know who I am now. Which is an interesting thing, because we have Ash and we have Culber and we have Saru all going through different versions of this.
Oh, yeah, because there was that one scene with Ash and Pike where Ash kind of gets a little snippy with him over it.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, hey, man, some of us, we ain't fully come back from that war yet. So why don't you calm it down, whatever you're talking about. You sat outside of it.
Yeah, you and your non-military mission.